Hi, sweet, beautiful yogis. Christa here with Yoga with Christa, and welcome to a new yoga class with asanas to help you maintain and maybe even advance your practice. Today's class was filmed on the beautiful beach of La Punta in Puerto, Escondido, Oaxaca. We will warm up our bodies, flow, and then challenge ourselves with some fun balancing postures, backbends, headstands, lotus, and even have space to meditate for a moment and rest in shavasana. Yoga begins right now, where I am, not where I was yesterday or where I long to be. A quote and reminder by Linda Sparrow. To begin, come to your mat in child's pose. Coming to a wide-legged child's pose, bringing your toes to touch, your heels to spread open, your hips to reach back, resting in your feet. Extend your arms long out in front of you as you rest your head and third eye into the mat. You can bring your hands to prayer position above your head. Yoga means addition of energy, strength, and beauty to the body, mind, and soul. A quote by Amit Ray. Consider your intention for class. It could simply be to finish this class and remain present. Sometimes that's more than enough. Place your hands down in front of you and begin to make full body circles, moving your hips and chest up, back, and around as slow or as fast as you would like to in this moment, as big or as small of an expression that feels good to you. Stretching your hips back into child's pose, pushing out through your right ribs, stretching your pelvis down as you bring your chest up and forward, then stretch through the left and circle back. Stretching up, back, and around, exploring a broader range of motion as you begin to awaken your body, breathing in and out through your nose. Drawing in your navel. Now take it in the opposite direction, stretching through the left side body first, coming forward and then over to the right and sitting back in your hips. Continuing with the circular movement. Continuing to inhale deeply through your nose and exhale deeply through your nose, trying to make the length of the inhalation match the length of the exhalation. Rotating, moving, awakening the energy from your tailbone to the crown of your head, moving up and through your spine. Shine your heart forward to this moment, to this practice, to your life, and to the world. Come to a neutral position on your hands and knees, and we'll begin taking cat and cow. Your fingertips point to the front of your mat by lifting your chin and chest up towards the sky, lifting your sit bones. Now come into cat pose by rounding your spine, relax your neck down, and then come back into cow pose. Shine your heart forward. Exhale into cat pose. Inhale as you gaze up and shine your heart forward. Engage your core. Exhale as you draw into yourself and round your spine with your core drawn in. Inhaling as you gaze up. Exhaling as you draw in, continuing to explore this range of motion, making it as juicy as feels good to you in this moment, drawing your shoulders down. Come to a neutral position and begin to make circles with your ribs, moving your ribs to the left and circling to the right, having your ribs move in this full circular motion, making a circle with your ribs, awakening your energy, gaining more mobility in your spine. Now take it the opposite direction, circling now to the right and around to the left, making a fluid circular motion, drawing in your navel, remembering to breathe. Come to a neutral position and begin drawing a circle with your right knee, drawing your right knee back and make a circle with your knee as you open your pelvis, drawing as big or as small of a circle as you please, engaging your core, pressing equally through your palms, thumb, and index finger for support. Your gaze is towards the mat. Take the circle in the opposite direction, drawing the knee forward and around, circling with your knee as you engage your core, stabilizing your body while you open up your hip joint, getting more range of motion. Safely awakening your body for practice today. Remember your intention. Rest your right knee down as we take it to the left side, bringing your left knee forward and around, drawing it forward to the side, back and down, opening up through your pelvis, feeling the support of the earth beneath your palms and your knee, seeing what feels best, how large or how small your circles need to be in this moment, lifting up from your pelvic floor. Now take it in the opposite direction, going back to the side, forward then down, repeating as you breathe deeply in and out through your nose. Relaxing while releasing and exploring this range of motion. From your hands and knees, begin to transition to a kneeling position by coming onto your shins and resting your feet down, or you can curl your toes, adjust so you find your sitting bones, and get a toe stretch as well. Extend one arm out in front of you and take your fingers and stretch them back towards your face. Now take your thumb and stretch it back, gaining a stretch throughout your fingers. Now do the other hand, stretching your fingers back all at once, and then taking time to stretch your thumb back as well. Make wrist circles, rotating and moving your wrist in one direction, rotating them around, awakening them up before we use them today. Had a little sweat there, don't mind me, but continue to roll them around. You can go the opposite direction and then begin making neck circles, drawing your head down, over to one side, back and around, going as small or as big, as slow or as fast as feels good to you in this moment. Now take it the other direction, awakening your neck, gaining more fluidity. This is the top of your spine and equally as important to wake up before we begin moving today. Now take your hand to your head and draw your ear to your other shoulder and extend your other arm up as you point and flex your fingers up and down. If you had the toe stretch, you can release it here if that feels good. Taking it to the opposite side, your hand is on your head, drawing your ear to your shoulder. Your other arm extends out as your fingers point up and down. And release your arms down by your side. Come back to your hands and knees. Curl your toes under, lift your feet up as we do knees, chest, chin. So your knees come to the ground, your chest comes to the ground, and then your chin comes to the ground, and slither through into your baby cobra. Your legs extend long out behind you, your forearms are on the ground, and gaze to the left, and gaze to the right. Elongating out through your chest, shining forward. Take it again to the left side and then the right side, slowly awakening here. Bring your hands under your shoulders as you lift up into a full cobra, and then lead down one shoulder and the other, rotating up, and then lead with the opposite shoulder to go up. Now take it the other shoulder down first and the other shoulder to come up. Rotating your shoulders back and around, forward and down, and then back to come up. Getting a nice circular motion throughout, and then extend your arms straight, gaze over to the left, and then gaze over to the right. Slowly awakening before we begin moving our bodies today. Press yourself back to all fours, curl your toes, and press up and back into your downward facing dog. Lift up from your pelvic floor, draw in your navel, and then bend your knees. Lift your sit bones up high to the sky, and then extend your heels down. Now begin walking out your dog, bending one knee, bend the other knee, bending one side and the other side, bending one knee and the other, trying to feel it throughout your body, awakening your body as you walk your dog, drawing in your navel, and then begin walking forward to the front of your mat, coming up to your forward fold. Bend your knees this first time and place your arms around your knees, hugging yourself as you shake your head. No, I will not have a bad attitude. Yes, shake it, yes. Yes, I will be a positive ray of light. Shake it, no. Awakening your neck, shake it, yes. Getting more range. Straighten your legs and then bend one side with the other leg straight and bend the other side. Kind of walking out here in your forward fold, bending one leg, having one leg straight, then bend the other leg, flirting with getting comfortable with this motion for today's practice. Then extend both legs straight, draw into yourself in your forward fold, bring your arms down, around and up, engage your core as you lift your hands high to the sky, and draw your hands to heart center. Readjust as needed. Inhale your arms above your head, grab your right wrist with your left fingers and stretch to the left. You can release your arm and draw it down to your leg. Feel the long side body stretch as you gaze up to your fingers, stretching out through the entire length of your side. And release, taking it to the other side, grabbing the opposite wrist and stretching to the right, releasing your right arm down your side, gazing up towards your left fingers. Come back through center. Inhale your arms above your head and take it to the left one more time. Stretching here, feel the difference. Release and take it to the right one last time. Stretching here. Come to the front of your mat. Inhale your arms above your head. Grow an inch or two taller. Drop your neck back and lead with your arms as you reach back, and then release your arms down by your side. Now let's flow. Inhale your arms above your head. Exhale your hands to heart center. Draw into your forward fold. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Draw your shoulders down. Exhale, press up and back into downward facing dog. Draw in your core, stretching out your shoulders, drawing your shoulders down towards your back. Bend your knees and hop forward. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, draw into yourself. Inhale your arms down, around, and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll take it again. Inhaling your arms above your head. Exhale, swan dive into your forward fold. Draw into yourself. Inhale to find a nice long flat spine. Exhale, hands down, hop back, plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale into your upward facing dog. Exhale, press up and back, downward facing dog. Breathing here, stretching out nice and long through the front of your body and the back. Engaging your core, lifting out through your sitting bones. Bend your knees, hop to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, draw into yourself. Inhale your arms down, around, and up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Readjust as needed. Inhale your arms above your head. Exhale, swan dive forward. Into your forward fold. Stepping your right leg back, lowering your right knee down, coming into low crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your knee, stretching out the front of your hips. Stay here or inhale your arms above your head. Gaze up towards your palms. And then open up your arms to the right, opening up your side body, and then begin lifting that back foot up, grabbing a hold of it, staying here, or bringing your foot to the crook of your elbow, bring your other arm up and over, clasping in a mermaid variation. Release with care, and then bring your hands to frame your foot, bring your back knee up, step back into plank, slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Stepping your right leg forward, lowering your back left knee down, coming into the low crescent lunge on the other side with your hands on your knees, or you can bring your arms above your head. Engaging your core, open your arms to the left, gaze out over your left shoulder. Stay here or lift that back foot up. Staying here, or you can bring your foot to the crook of your elbow. Your other arm comes up and over. Clasp your hands. Mermaid variation. Release with care. And then place your hands by your foot. Place your back, pop your back knee up. Step back into plank. Slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, beautiful yogi. Nice long spine, stretching out the back of your hamstrings, through your calves, into the earth, drawing up good energy. Then gaze forward and hop to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, draw into yourself. Inhale your arms down, around, and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale your arms above your head. Exhale, draw down into your forward fold. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, hop back to plank, slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, draw your shoulders down as you come up into your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really beautiful job. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. First, squaring off your pelvis. And then you can explore opening your leg up a little bit higher, drawing your body down a little further. And then drawing that right knee in towards your chest, using your core. Extend your leg out behind you. Draw your knee into your chest. Extend your leg out behind you. Draw your knee in towards your chest. Extending your leg out behind you. Drawing your knee in towards your chest. Extending your leg out behind you. Draw your knee in towards your chest. This time, step your right leg forward. Drop your left knee down. Come into that low crescent lunge. Staying here, or you can come into a back bend by arching your chest forward, releasing your neck down, your hands go down by your knee, and you find a nice expression here, shining your heart forward. Begin to walk forward into your low crescent lunge, pop your back knee up, and step back into the downward dog. Extend your left leg up to the sky, square off your pelvis to start, and then open up through your hip. Stretching out nice and long, drawing that left knee in towards your chest and extending your leg into the three-legged dog, drawing your knee in towards your chest, extending your leg out into that three-legged dog. drawing your knee in towards your chest and extending your leg straight out behind you, drawing your knee in towards your chest, extending your leg out behind you, drawing your knee in towards your chest, and this time stepping that left knee forward, lowering your right knee towards the ground, staying here in that low crescent lunge, or you can explore the back bend by coming up first with your hands on your knees, arch through your spine, lift your chest forward, find an arch through your spine, bring your hands down by your knee, and then drop your head back last if that feels comfortable. Stretching here. And then coming forward. If you fall a little, it's okay. Sometimes the balance is off, but don't worry. Place your hands down by the ground, pop your back knee up, step back into your downward facing dog. Stretching here. Bend your knees, hop to the front of your mat, inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, draw into yourself. Inhale your arms down, around, and up. And exhale your arms down by your side as your body comes forward into your forward fold. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, hop back to plank. Slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right leg forward, your left leg back at an angle. Come up into warrior one. Arms raise above your head, lower down into your legs. Press out through that back heel. Use your core for stability. Release your arms down behind you, interlace your fingers, and draw your shoulder towards your knee. Release your neck down, coming into humble warrior. Your arms reach up and back behind you. Your shoulders draw together. Come back up into the humble warrior. Straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips as you shorten your stance, coming into pyramid pose, squaring off your hips, and then folding your body over that front leg. Drawing into yourself. You can have a flat spine extended out, or you can bring your head to your shin for a challenge. Staying here, breathing into the stretch. Now you can lift that back heel up and feel a different stretch throughout your body. Lower the back heel down, then lift your front toes up. Inhale as you come up into a warrior three. I am going to step into the middle of my mat, ground down through your standing leg. So grounding down through that right leg, lifting the left leg up as you begin to tilt your body forward, coming into warrior three, Virabhadrasana 3. Extend your arms out to the side or in front of you for a challenge. Gazing at one single point here will help you. Engage your core, engage your glute, and then lower your body and your hands towards the mat. Walk your fingers towards your foot. Draw in, coming into a forward fold while you lift that back leg up, finding a half splits. Worrying more about having a square pelvis to start, and then you can extend up slightly if that feels good to you, but not going any further than your body wants to in this moment. Release that back left foot down, extending your arms forward. And then we're going to drop that left knee down and come into a half splits, shifting your hips back, your toes up, and then rock your hips from one side and the other, moving them from one side and the other, opening up through your pelvis, awakening through your hamstring, and then bring your head towards your shin. Now rock forward into the low crescent lunge, and then back into your half splits, coming forward into that low crescent lunge, and then transitioning back into that half splits. Going back and forth here, now going forward into that low crescent lunge, stretching out your psoas, and then pressing back into your half splits, coming into that low crescent lunge, and this time stay there, but put your hand on your knee and extend your right knee out. Extending out, opening up through your pelvis, finding more range of motion before we attempt the splits today. Coming back through center, pop your back left knee up, and then step back into your downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg forward, coming into warrior one on the opposite side. Bring your arms above your head, sink on down into that left quad. Use your back right heel for support. Engage your glutes, engage your core, draw your shoulders down. Release your arms down behind your back, interlace your fingers, come forward into humble warrior, drawing down into your humble warrior. Your shoulders go near on the inside of your knee, your head releases down towards the mat. Use your strong core to come back up, straighten your leg, and then shorten your stance, square off your pelvis, fold your body forward into pyramid pose, keeping a nice, long, straight spine. And if you'd like, you can bring your forehead towards your shin. drawing into yourself, stretching out the back of your hamstrings. Then raise your back heel up to feel a different sensation throughout your legs. Stretching here, release that back heel down, but raise your front toes up. Coming to find a flat spine, come through to the center of your mat, come back to standing, ground down through that left leg, begin raising your right leg up and shifting your body forward as you come into Warrior 3. Arms can be at your hips, out to the side, or in front of you for a challenge, trying to go where you did on the other side, trying to balance it out. Lower your hands down towards the earth as we're going to explore a standing splits posture. Walk your fingers back towards your foot, and this will help you fold into yourself more. Engage through that standing leg and that glute to protect your hamstring. Bring your other leg up towards the sky. And then release your back right leg down, lower the back right knee to the ground, step your left leg forward, shift your hips back as we come into half splits on the opposite side. Stretching here and opting to fold over your leg if that feels good. You can even wiggle your hips from side to side. Bring your body back up and then fold over your leg. Now shift forward into a low crescent lunge, stretching out your psoas, press back into your half splits. Coming forward into the low crescent lunge, and then pressing back into your half splits. Coming forward into your low crescent lunge, and then pressing back into half splits. Coming forward into that low crescent lunge, stretching out the psoas, and then coming through the half split, stretching out the hamstring. Coming forward, this time staying, but taking your left hand to your left knee and opening your knee out to the side, opening through your pelvis, opening through your body, opening through your mind. Stretching here, and place your hands to frame your foot. Pop your back right knee up and come back into downward facing dog. Stretching out here in your down dog. Lift your left leg high to the sky, raising it up towards the sky, getting a nice stretch. And then bring that heel towards your right glute to open up through your psoas. Stay here or draw the left foot to the ground and your left arm up and over, coming into Wild Thing. Then draw your hand down, lift your left leg high, stretch open through your pelvis, and then draw that left knee in, coming into pigeon pose. Drawing your right leg out straight behind you, your left foot is at an angle. You can bring your heel in towards your hips to lessen this pose. Your hands are by your hips, your chest puffs forward like a pigeon, staying here, or you can walk your hands forward and make a pillow for your head, releasing your third eye into the ground, feeling the support of the earth below you, breathing into any areas that are tight, breathing into your heart, remembering your true essence, that you are divine, you are eternal, you are more than enough. Stay here in this pose or begin to lift your back right foot in. You can stay here or latch your foot in your elbow, bring your other arm up and over and explore mermaid pose, fitting for the beach, I thought. You can stay here or you can come into a further expression by lifting your chest up and forward, arching your back, bringing your foot towards your head, bringing your arms up and over, grabbing your foot, and then drawing it to your head. Nice, beautiful yogi. Release with care, and then place your hands down by your foot, pop your hips back, walk that left foot over as we come into a half splits, releasing any tension throughout your body. Feel free to wiggle your hips if you like, and then inch your front leg forward, your back leg back, coming into half splits. Sometimes bringing that other front foot out at an angle can help you go further. Stretching out through the back leg, out through the front leg. You can use bolsters here to hold yourself up, or the ground to hold yourself up, going to where's comfortable today, but not taking it any further. Sitting up nice and tall, engaging your core, staying here, or you can even walk your body forward and fold over that front leg, feeling a different sensation. Walk yourself back up through center, inch your back foot in, and begin walking that front foot in and come into half splits here. Feel free to move around as needed, stretching out, folding over your leg if you'd like, feeling the stretch. Bring your knees together and come into your hands and knees. Wiggle your hips from side to side. Come back into your downward facing dog. Raise your right leg up high to the sky, stretching here in a three-legged dog. Feeling the stretch throughout your body. Bring your right heel to your left glute, stretching out through that psoas. And then stay here or drop the right leg to the ground. Bring your right arm up and over, coming into wild thing. You beautiful wild thing. Bringing your hips up to the sky, bringing your heart to open, drawing in the light, coming back through into downward facing dog. Raise your right leg up high to the sky, stretching here, and then bring your knee into your chest and come into pigeon on the opposite side. Your right shin is parallel, or your heel can draw towards your other hip point to release the tension. Extend your left leg out straight behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Your hands are by your hips. Arch your chest up. You can even drop your head back. Stretching here. Staying upright, or if you went forward on the other side, feel free to draw down, making a pillow with your hands, relaxing your third eye into the mat, relaxing, releasing, and letting go of anything that no longer serves you so you can make space for what does serve you. How do you want to show up in the world? How do you want to show up in life today? Walk yourself up, bring your back foot in, latch it into the crook of your elbow, bring your other arm up and over, and bring your hands to clasp, coming into mermaid pose. How beautiful. Release with care, and then you can take it further by bringing your hands back by your hips, arching your chest back into a back bend. Release your head back, draw your left leg in towards your head, bring your arms up and over, grab your foot, and draw your foot towards your head. Release with care, bring your hands by your shin, and then come back into that half splits pose, walking that right foot over, coming into half splits, and then walking yourself into the full splits, stretching here, stretching out long, going to wherever's comfortable today, using your blocks as needed, holding yourself up as needed, staying upright, or you can fold over that front right leg, drawing your head down towards your shin, releasing any tension here, giving yourself patience and time to open up into these postures. Walk your back knee in, come back into your half splits. Feel free to sway your hips from side to side, exploring any motion, releasing any tension. Sometimes one side feels different than the other and you need to move around a little different just to release any tension there. So moving around as needed. And then fold over your leg. Draw your knees to touch and take knees, chest, chin. Bring your chin and chest to the ground. Bring your legs down, coming into baby cobra. Forearms are on the ground, gaze over to the left and then over to the right. Trying to neutralize your spine. Gaze over to the left and then over to the right. Nice, beautiful yogi. Press up and back, coming into your downward facing dog, drawing in your core. Come up on your tippy toes and walk forward to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, draw into yourself. Inhale your arms down, around, and up. And exhale your arms down by your side. Beautiful work. Now we're going to go into wide-legged forward folds. Coming into the center of your mat, step your feet about 3 to 4 feet apart. Bring your hands on your hips, engage your core, fold from your hips, coming into a forward fold. Bring your hands in between your feet, and then stay here, dangle where's comfortable, and eventually your head may even come to reach the ground and slide in between your legs. Breathing here, opening through the back of your hamstrings, letting go of any tension. Feeling the stretch. Inhale to a flat spine. And bring your hands to your hips. Use your core to draw yourself up. Interlace your fingers behind your spine. Draw in your core, fold from your hips as you come down, dangling here, or eventually your head may come to touch the earth. Bring your arms to just dangle here, letting gravity do the work. Your shoulders draw down, and eventually your hands may even come to touch the earth behind you. Stretching here, releasing through your shoulders, releasing through your hamstrings. smiling and waving at anyone who walks by, relaxing here. And then if you'd like, you can come back up into your forward fold using your core to draw you up. Good work. We're going to do 2 more variations. Bring your hands out to the side. Bring your hands to your hips. Engage your core as you fold forward, bringing your head down towards the earth. Staying here, breathing in and out through your nose. Using your strong core to pull yourself back up. Our last variation now. Bring your arms out to the side. Fold forward using your core. Use peace fingers around your big toes. Dangle here or draw your head down towards the earth or to even touch the earth. Your final variation in your wide-legged forward fold. Great job. Inhale to a flat spine. Bring your hands down in front of you and inch one leg out and the other leg out, coming into a wide-legged splits. Going to wherever's comfortable, holding yourself up in this position. And eventually you can even pop your hips down onto the earth, adjusting as needed. Stretching here, feeling the stretch through either side. Awakening and opening. Coming over to one side, bring a shoulder down to the earth and your other arm up and over your head. Stretching out through your side body. You can also come onto the forearm. Coming up through center, take it to the opposite side, bringing the other arm down, either on the forearm or drawing that shoulder down towards the earth, your other arm up and over, stretching out through the length of your side body. Use your core to draw yourself back up through center. Then take your hands to your feet and come into butterfly pose. Bringing your feet to touch together, lift up through your spine, sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes, then draw in your core, fold over yourself, bring your forearms to come under your shins, and then fold your spine down. Bring your head to rest on your feet or near your feet, rounding through your spine, relaxing, releasing, letting go, embracing this moment, embracing this practice. Come to sit upright, bring your hands to your shins, and then extend your legs out to one side and the other, coming into a wide-legged stance. Place your hands on the outside of your feet and then fold forward. Now you can also not bind this and just bring your body to walk forward, and that's beautiful. Everything you do is just what you needed to do. Brushing off a little sand on my chin, coming back up through center. Bring your feet in and we're going to take a yogi squat. Coming into our yogi squat, hands come to heart center. And you can begin swaying from one side to the other, swaying your hips from one side and the other, opening up through your pelvis, opening up through your mind, lengthening through your spine. Your hands are at heart center. Breathe into the infinite light and all that you are. Come forward and come into plank, slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Sway your hips around from side to side, then press up and back into downward facing dog. Raise your left leg high to the sky, open up your hip, and come into wild thing on the left side. Opening up, your left leg is down, and then coming through into your downward facing dog. This time raising your right leg high to the sky, opening up your pelvis, and coming into wild thing by bringing that right foot down to the earth, your right arm up and over. Extend your pelvis up towards the sky, extend your heart up to the sky. Come back through downward facing dog. Nice work. Great. Beautiful yogi, beautiful soul, beautiful heart, beautiful mind. You're exactly where you need to be. Now we're going to wave forward like an ocean, coming into from downward dog into upward facing dog, and then from upward facing dog waving into downward dog. Wave your body forward into upward facing dog. Wave your body into downward facing dog. Arching and lifting your spine, rolling through and up into upward facing dog, then rolling back into downward facing dog. Exploring your body like a wave as you roll through into upward facing dog and you roll back into downward facing dog. Then walk forward to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, draw into yourself. Inhale your arms down, around, and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful work. Now we're going to try some standing asanas. Place your weight into your standing left leg. Inhale your right knee into your chest. Extend your legs straight, or you can put peace fingers around your toes for a challenge. Extend your legs straight out in front of you. Plug your shoulder down and into its socket. Stay here or begin folding over that front leg, bringing your head down towards your other leg, and then extend your leg open to the side with your chest up, stretching out through the side of that hip, stretching out through your hamstring. Drop back through center, and then draw your forehead to your shin. Come back up to straight. Release your arm to leave your leg where it is, and then lower your leg down. We're going to take it to the other side, grounding down through your right leg this time, bringing your left knee up into your chest, extending your leg straight, or you can put peace fingers around your toe, extend your leg straight out in front of you, draw in your core for stability, fold over yourself, folding down, bringing your forehead to your shin, and then come back up as you extend your leg out to the side. Just keeping your eyes focused on a point in front of you for balance and stability. Draw your leg back through center. Ground down through that standing leg. Fold forward, and then come back up, and then extend your leg out in front of you. Lower your leg down. This time, ground down through your left leg, draw your knee into your chest, and then begin bringing it back, grabbing a hold of your ankle or the upper part of your foot, coming into dancer pose, pushing out through your foot, extending your arm up, finding a nice back bend, balancing here. Release with care. Coming to the right side now, grounding down through the right leg, drawing your left leg up, and then moving your body forward as you arch back, coming into dancer's pose. Your other arm extends up, engage your core, and then release with care. Now you can take dancer pose again, or you can come into mermaid pose by grounding down into that left leg, bringing your right leg back and up, and drawing your foot into your hand, and then wiggling your foot into the crease of your elbow, staying here or extending your other arm up and over to clasp, coming into your mermaid pose. Release with care, and we'll come to the other side, grounding down through your right standing leg, bringing your left leg up, grab a hold of the top of your foot, and then walk it into the crook of your elbow. Your other arm comes up and over to clasp, standing and stretching here, breathing in and out through your nose, and releasing with care. Beautiful work. Now grounding down through your left foot, bringing your right knee into your chest, grab a hold of the outer edge of your foot, stay here or extend your legs straight up. Your other arm comes up for balance, focusing at a point in front of you. You can smile and snap a photo if you'd like. Stay here, or you can even try to extend that arm up and over and reach for your toe, extending your leg up. Release with care, and we'll take it to the other side. Grounding down now through the right standing leg, bringing your left knee into your chest, finding a good strong leg to start. Grab a hold of the outer edge of your foot and extend that leg straight up into the side. Finding your balance, bringing your other arm up, breathing here, and you can try to reach for the other side. Sometimes one side's easier than the other, and extend and release the best that you can. Good work. Now we're going to take headstand. If this is in your practice, go ahead and proceed. Otherwise, you can do your favorite pose here, bringing your hands into a tripod position, finding your point of focus and balance, and then using your strong core to begin raising your legs up towards the sky. You can also do this near a wall and kick up. Finding here a nice vertical line, stretching up in your headstand, and then begin crossing one leg over the other, coming into eagle pose as you lower your knees down towards your chest and towards the earth, and then extend a little, release, switch the side so that you come into eagle legs on the other side, stretching here, lowering down slightly, engaging your core. Then release your legs open into butterfly pose. Your feet come together, your knees spread wide. Then extend your legs straight up towards the sky, coming back into your headstand. And then open your legs, fanning them open into a wide-legged splits. Opening your legs, releasing them from one side and the other. Stretching open here and raising your leg up. Your right leg is going to come forward. Your left leg stays extended. Twist that right leg over to the side, then bring it over, around, and up, and lower the left side down, and bring the left leg over to the side, twisting here. finding some range of motion while we balance. Extend your legs out into that wide-legged pose and then release down. And come onto your hands and knees. Stretching here, take a wide-legged child pose. Your knees are on either side of the mat, your hips come back towards your heels, arms extend out in front of you. Rest your third eye into the mat, relax, release, let go. And then transition into a child's pose with your knees together, closed-legged child's pose, arms down by your side. Relax your third eye down, release anything into the weight of the earth. Come back up onto your knees in a kneeling position for camel pose, bringing your hands to the lower part of your spine, arching your chest up and forward, releasing your head back if comfortable, keeping your hands on your hips, or if accessible, bringing your hands towards your heels. Here you can lift your right leg up, bring it into the crease of your elbow and explore. You can bring your opposite arm up. Sometimes it's fun to make a different posture. Coming back out of it carefully the way that you came in, and then coming back into the camel pose, bringing your hands towards your heel, and we'll do the other side, bringing the left shin up. The foot comes into the crook of your elbow, hold on to the front of your shin, and bring your opposite arm up. You can even make a mudra, or extend your arm out behind you, and then come back up, sit to your hips, back on your heels, and then come down into your closed-legged child's pose, relaxing your third eye into the ground, stretching out your lower spine after that back bend. Place your hands down, press your spine up, come to the front of your mat. Inhale your arms above your head, exhale your hands through your heart center as you fold down into your forward fold. Inhale to a flat spine, exhale, jump back, plank. Slowly lower chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press up and back, downward facing dog. Stretching out, inhale your left leg up to the sky, open up your pelvis, open up your leg. Stretching here, lower that leg down, inhale your right leg to the sky, opening up your hip and releasing your right leg down. Bend your knees, hop to the front of the mat, sit down on your bum and come to lie down on your back. Bringing your hands down by your shoulders. You can either go into bridge or into full wheel. Into bridge, you can just lift your hips and have your arms by your side. If you're going into full wheel, extend your entire body up, exploring the wheel, trying to straighten your legs here, bringing your chest through, bringing your head through your arms, opening your chest, and then wiggling your hips a little side to side, walking your legs in slightly, and inhale your left leg up to the sky, coming to bring your left leg up, pointing out, lowering it down, then inhale your right leg up to the sky, stretching here, trying a little challenge, lowering that leg down, then slowly releasing down onto your back, and bring your knees into your chest, hug yourself slightly, rock a little, release any tension. Now, if shoulder stand is in your practice, bring your body to come up, bringing your legs above your head, bringing your hips above your shoulders, using your lower hands on your spine for support. You can bring your legs forward slightly, and you can even bring your legs into lotus if that's in your practice. Bringing your right leg in first, and then your left leg, assisting as needed, coming into your full lotus position if that's in your practice. Your hands are on your lower spine, your legs are extended out. To advance, bring your hands to your knees and balance here on your shoulders. Place your hands to your knees and roll forward, coming into your full lotus, but now you're seated up. Adjust your feet as needed. Bring your left arm around your back to grab your right toes. Bring your right arm around your back to grab your other toes. And then fold forward, or you can stay seated up. Here you're in your bound lotus position. And you can also use a strap or grab for your shirt, just going to where your body is comfortable for this day. Inhale back up to a seated position. Bring your hands down onto your knees. You can make a mudra with your front finger and your first finger. Readjust as needed. Close your eyes and go inward. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. out. Your eyes are closed, focused on your third eye as you inhale and exhale. Release your legs out of the lotus position. Come to sit on your bum, lie down onto your back. Extend your neck long and extend your legs long, coming into our final resting pose for today, Shavasana. Releasing your arms underneath you, drawing your shoulder blades down, relaxing, releasing here, readjusting as needed. Relaxing your third eye, relaxing your jaw, relaxing your ears, relaxing your throat, your neck, your chest, your beautiful heart, your back of your body, the front of your body, your arms, your pelvis, all the way through your feet. I am still learning to let myself grow. I am still learning that it is not selfish to let myself become the person I am meant to be. One more time. I am still learning to let myself grow. I am still learning that it is not selfish to let myself become the person I am meant to be. A quote from Carolyn Kaufman from Light Filters In. Relaxing, releasing, allowing yourself to become who you're meant to be. Here's another beautiful poem. It's called Allow by Dana Fouts. There is no controlling life. Try corralling a lightning bolt, containing a tornado, dam a stream, and it will create a new channel. Resist, and the tide will sweep you off your feet. Allow, and grace will carry you to higher ground. The only safety lies in letting it all in. The wild with the weak, fear, fantasies, failures, and success. When loss rips off the doors of the heart, or sadness veils your vision with despair, practice becomes simply bearing the truth. In the choice to let go of your known way of being, the whole world is revealed to your new eyes. As we allow ourselves to relax and release in Shavasana, we can see how we can be more allowing in our lives, how we can accept life the way that it is, and grow into what we're meant to become. When you're ready, you can begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, awakening your body gently. Bend your knees, come over onto one side, and then press yourself up into a seated position, folding your legs. Inhale your arms above your head. Exhale them to your beautiful heart. Inhaling for Om. And bowing forward, Namaste. From my beautiful heart to your beautiful heart, shine forth with light and love. Until next time, sweet friends, this has been Christa Clark. I'll see you soon. Bye.